Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone saying skinny shaming isn't real. No, this is not a repeat. I found another clip of someone making this same claim that we've heard several times before. We're also going to be taking a look at several random bonus clips, including one where someone says fat people aren't welcome at Coachella, and another where someone says the internet hates seeing fat people enjoy junk food, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache. The caption on the screen reads, "Skinny shaming is not real."
Fat shaming and skinny shaming are not the same thing under any circumstance. I don't know who needs to hear this.
I don't know why we're always trying to say that fat shaming is worse.
But it's not the same thing. Commenting on anyone's body for any reason is fucked up in my opinion, but there is a significant difference around fat phobia that you don't have if you're too skinny. Fat phobia takes things to just another level because you have to deal with like people actually respecting you less because you're fat.
You don't think that people that get skinny shamed get less respect? You don't think that getting shamed is a disrespectful act in general?
And not taking your opinions as seriously and not thinking you're as worthy of things. So
you think when people skinny shame people, it's all nice and stuff, but not when they fat shame people. All of the disrespect and things that you mentioned come along with being shamed for literally anything.
it's a little different.
It's not different. It's a little the same. And it's really bizarre that we want people to care about our stuff when we don't care about theirs. You're like, yeah, it's a bummer when you guys get shamed, but it sucks more when I do. Like, how do you expect people to have sympathy for you when you don't have any for them? That's why in this friendship, we shouldn't play this little game of, I have it worse than you. No, I have it worse than you. No, I actually have it worse than you. Can't we just hang out? Can't we just watch Grey's Anatomy? Or whatever the hell we're doing. I would never watch that show, but, you know.
That you're just lazy, that you don't take care of yourself, etc. That is ingrained in so many people's minds. I think you would be surprised if you could hear people's inner thoughts about that, because
What do you think people think about thin people? What kind of complaints do thin people have when others shame them? You think they make fun of them in various ways as well? I'm guessing they do. In fact, I've heard quite a few. Eat a cheeseburger, the wind is gonna blow you away. There are other ones that get a lot meaner than that as well. It's not always just eat a cheeseburger.
Honestly think there are a lot more fat phobic people in general. At the end of the day, people who are considered too skinny would still have pretty privilege over somebody who is considered to be fat.
That's not what I've heard from people that have been shamed for being too skinny. They aren't treated like they have pretty privilege. They're treated like somebody that is not attractive, which is why they're being shamed for their appearance, clearly.
Your fat kind of automatically takes away that pretty privilege, I can't lie. Commenting on somebody's body like in a negative way is different than fat phobia itself. Like, it's not the same. Like, you don't go into a room and people just take your opinion less seriously, have less tolerance for you in general. Like, you take up too much space physically, so you cannot take up that emotional space. I feel like people just like have these natural perceptions of fat people that go beyond like bullying, if that makes sense. Like, it is like ingrained. It's just ingrained in their heads. It's honestly frustrating because both things are a problem. I just think they can really be compared. Sorry.
Okay, she said if you're getting skinny shamed, you still experience pretty privilege, which is very bizarre. How do you experience pretty privilege when you're getting made fun of for your physical appearance? I think you might be a little mistaken there. I've actually covered this topic before because this is not the first person who has said this, and in the past when I covered this topic, I learned from several people in the comments that people can be pretty darn mean when they're skinny shaming as well. I don't know why there's a constant need to say that we have it worse than other people. It sucks when people skinny shame you, and nobody should body shame anybody in general, but you don't have it as bad as me. If you don't have any sympathy for anybody else's struggles, how can you expect them to have sympathy for yours? Next. All right, here's another classic, chats for the fats. I haven't covered a video from this person in quite a while.
Fat people don't belong at Coachella. Even though it's like a bazillion degrees, no, fat people, I don't want to see your cellulite, flabby arms, or midriff. Like, please just cover up. Ew, why is she literally sweating? She only walked like 20,000 steps today.
Are these the negative things that people are thinking about larger individuals at Coachella? Or rather, what we think that people are thinking?
Of course, it's the fat girl who wants to sit down and take a break from walking. Shocker.
Are these the things that go through your head as you're living your day-to-day life? You're like, I can't sit down. Everyone will judge me.
You're hungry again? We literally ate like 12 hours ago. How are you already hungry again? So these are just a few of the many thoughts that have run through my head as a fat person who has never been to Coachella.
Yes, these are the thoughts that ran through your head. These are things that we are insecure about that other people may or may not be thinking. They're probably not. They probably don't know that we exist. They probably have a long list of things that they are insecure about that are swirling around inside of their head as well.
Keep in mind, I literally grew up in Orange County, so Southern California, where everyone I knew went to Coachella. And side note, I'm using a full face of new products to me. Sometimes when I'm...
Okay, you're from Orange County. All right, so you're rich. I'm from Riverside, so I'm poor. We can tell the difference in our upbringings just right there.
Filming my chats for the fats videos, or pretty much any video that is kind of contentious or just heavy. I got super in my head and end up...
It's heavy. I'm sorry about that. Could I do it? No, just go. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back.
I'm either not filming it or redoing it a million times. Okay, wow, I actually love this little duo. Benefit, amazing. So my new strategy is using new products or just fun products because...
All right, the makeup putting on, like, to this degree is kind of distracting. I'm not sure why so many people are doing these videos where they're talking and putting makeup on at the same time. I guess it's like, hey, we're hanging out with our friend, we're doing our makeup or whatever. I don't know, it's fairly off-putting to me. Maybe because I don't wear makeup. I don't know, I feel like even if I did, this would still be off-putting. Like, I wouldn't really want to watch somebody trimming their beard and cleaning up their neck with a razor or something. While they talk to me about serious topics. I'm not really sure the appeal of this, personally.
Just adds like a fun, light element that I need. All that to say, there are just so many experiences that I have missed out on because I'm fat. And to clarify, it's not that I missed out because I wasn't physically able to go because of my size. It's more so because of those internal thoughts that just play in my head on repeat. When you're fat,
It's good that you recognize that. You're like, it wasn't actually my weight that's held me back. It was my own insecurities.
Just live in this hyper awareness of your size because everyone around you, make sure you know that you're different. Maybe in my head.
Sometimes it's us though. Sometimes we're just super insecure, so we assume that everybody else is thinking the worst about us. And we go through society operating like that. Like if you walk into a room and you think that everybody is judging you negatively, you're going to put off like this defensive, messed up ass vibe. It's not going to be right. The vibe's going to be off. And going through society like that is going to make you have a lot of negative encounters with people. That's the messed up thing. It's like a domino effect that just keeps on going. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. When we are insecure because people have treated us poorly in the past, it makes us walk around with this defensive attitude and putting off this defensive vibe of like, screw you guys, I don't need you or whatever. And that's causing people to judge you negatively even more because they can pick up on this negative vibe as soon as you enter a space. I'm not talking about this person in particular. I'm just talking about in general when you're super insecure and you think that everybody's judging you negatively as soon as you enter a space. That vibe is visible.
I'm dramatizing it a little bit, but I mean, more often than not, I'm actually being very realistic and all the thoughts that are crossing my head have probably happened to me before. If you don't believe me, fellow fats, please back me up in the comments. All this to say, if you're fat and you want to go to Coachella, but you're like me and all those thoughts are just like racing through your brain, this is your sign to go.
Yeah, go to Coachella, dude. Who gives a crap what you think anybody else thinks? To hell with these idiots. No, but seriously, go to Coachella, man. Pay $30 for one slice of pizza. Don't let the world stop you.
I really hope you go to the desert, you have fun, and you don't let anyone...
I hope you go to the desert. Oh, that wasn't like an insult. I thought you were tell me to go F myself or something. Okay.
I want to hold you back because you deserve to live the most beautiful life, like everyone else. I love you. Bye.
All right, I love you too. And you're right, I do deserve everything and more. I deserve to go to Coachella. I deserve to go hang out in the desert. I deserve to pay $30 for one slice of pizza. I don't know if I deserve that last part. That sounds kind of crappy. You guys deserve to pay $30 for one slice of pizza. I deserve to stay at home and look out the window. It's within my budget. Okay, so towards the end there, she said it was really her own insecurities and stuff like that that were holding her back. She thought everybody was judging her negatively, and she was encouraging others to not let any of that negativity hold them back. So that was cool. Next.
My biggest issue with people who are obsessed with thinness, obsessed with their body, and obsessed with aesthetics is you're boring. I'm so bored of the same conversation about people's bodies and
How many people do you know that are obsessed with thinness and their bodies?
about being thin and about being pretty and about surgery and looks max.
You know people that are constantly talking about being thin, being pretty, looks maxing, and surgery. What?
I'm so tired.
Well, you know, there are some lifestyle changes that we could make to give us more stamina. Oh, you weren't. Let me allow you to finish.
Because at a certain point, yeah, fine, you're pretty to look at. And
That's all. I don't need to be anything else. That's it. That's all. That's what you get. You're welcome. What do you mean, and? There's no and. Okay? There's no hyphen. Pretty to look at. Period. That's a complete sentence. We don't need to say and or but or ... I'm just joking, by the way. I'm not obsessed with looks and all this stupid, silly crap. She's acting like if you take care of your body, you're obsessed with being thin and your physical appearance, and that's all you ever talk about, which is very goofy. I also talk about mustache. I'm more than just this face. I'm also mustache. I'm sorry, I'm just being a goof. I'm damn near a whole person.
And do you have anything to say? Do you have anything of substance? Do you have anything of value? Are you interesting?
No, absolutely not. Are you? I've never met a thinner person that just talks about being thin, getting surgery, and looks maxing.
Do you have anything of value? Are you interesting? Do you have a personality? Are you charming?
I don't know. Am I charming? I think I can be pretty charming. If I want something from you, I will get it. That's what charming is, right? Or is that manipulative? I don't know. Either way, I will get what I want out of you. Sorry. That's charming, right? No, I'm just kidding. Mostly. I'm pretty good at talking to people, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, I am such a fat bitch. I am so...
What the hell? Okay. What the hell does that... I'm not agreeing with that. I'm not laughing.
big and fat, and yet every room I enter, people pay attention to me, people look at me, and they like me.
They do?
Because I am kind, I am interesting, I talk to people.
Right, but you're like screaming in my face and telling me that I'm boring. When all I said was I was gonna do this Pilates class. I wasn't trying to make it my whole personality. I thought we could just talk about it a little bit, you know? But then you started yelling at me and saying I was boring and saying all I talk about is my appearance. I don't know why you're always yelling at me. What the heck? I was trying to be all charming, and then you started yelling at me and calling me boring.
Do you have something to say?
No! I told you that! Alright? There's nothing inside! I told you that!
Your body is not the barrier. I promise you, you need to focus on your personality. Your personality is so much more important than what you look like.
But I don't have one. What am I gonna do? I got nothing going on in here. What do you want from me?
Your attractiveness will open the door. Your personality, if you have none,
will shut the door. My face will open the door. As soon as I open my mouth, the door gets shut right in it. Dang it.
You're not gonna stay there. Like, I'm just...
Alright, so Fat Fab Feminist says I need to develop a personality beyond my looks. Why? Why? I want to be all interesting and crap. Charming? What the hell does that even mean? That's when you can get people to do what you say, right? Like, you can really manipulate them with your words nicely. More rhymes. I don't think I've met too many thin people that just talk about being thin, getting surgery, and looks maxing. I don't know what she's talking about. A lot of people start obsessing over their physical appearance less, the happier they become with it. Like this thing that I've been working on to try to become the best version of isn't something that I need to spend all my time talking about or obsessing over. It's something that I regularly work on, so I really don't need to talk about it at all. It's also hilarious to say that thin people do nothing but talk about their bodies when she's part of a movement that does exactly the same thing. Next, the caption on the screen reads, "If fat-phobic people really cared about the health of fat people, they wouldn't do this."
There are very few things that the internet hates more than seeing fat people enjoy junk food.
Are you sure?
And they'll leave really mean comments and then use the excuse of, oh, but being fat just isn't good for your health. We just care about your health. Why do you care about my health? I'm a random stranger on the internet. If you really cared about my health, you wouldn't leave mean comments, because mean comments can impact people's mental health.
Actually, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So your mental health is dependent on other people saying nice things to you? That's really bizarre. I'm not saying that anybody should make fun of you. Obviously, I do not support that. I think I've been very clear about that over the years. However, people saying words to you isn't bad for your health or your mental health. The way you react to the words is what matters, because you cannot control what people say to you, but you can control how you react to it.
Which is just as important as physical health.
So I can damage other people's mental health with my words, and there's nothing that they can do about it. They're just at the mercy of my words, and they will be damaged by them.
And besides that, eating Oreos or being fat does not mean that you're unhealthy. Also, I didn't ask for your opinion on what I'm eating. Why are you taking the time to comment on videos of fat people enjoying foods like Oreos and saying it's because you care about their health? You don't care about people's health. You're just mean and you hate fat people.
Okay, well, I agree with her that people shouldn't be leaving you negative comments or be like, oh my god, why are you eating all that food? However, it's not bad mental health for people to say negative things to us. That's going to happen all throughout society as we move through it. And as I said, you can't control what people say to you, but you can control how you react to it. Let's not give a bunch of random strangers the power to destroy our mental health with their stupid words. I'm not saying people should leave you those negative comments, but having that type of reaction to it is not it. A lot of people will randomly think bad stuff about you because they're riddled with personal issues. Once you become confident enough in yourself, you will not internalize those people's negative opinions. You will realize that that person is just riddled with personal issues. It's got nothing to do with me. Yeah, I'm old, my mustache sucks, whatever, cool buddy, whatever makes you feel better, go have a nice life. Next.
So we were talking about Courtney Cox's fat suit.
On the show Friends, Courtney Cox wore a fat suit at one point to play Fat Monica.
And I wanted to look up, because I was like, what did she say about wearing the fat? She said the suit was freeing and it helped her feel uninhibited and allowed her to act more childlike, which I feel like is the opposite of how fat people feel in real life.
Okay, that's weird. Monica, or I guess we could call her by her actual name, Courtney Cox, said that it was freeing to wear the fat suit and made her feel more uninhibited and childlike? That's weird. That's real weird. I think sometimes when people cover their face up and they're just looking out through a mask, they feel like they can be more uninhibited and more themselves because they're hiding all of themselves behind this mask except for their eyes. So they're like, you can't see me in here. All you could see is this or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like sometimes, depending on the space I'm in and just also the headspace I'm in, I can sometimes feel like I'm under like a microscope.
Yeah.
And I'm being judged. And her saying, like, it's so freeing. I was like...
You know, the feeling of being under a microscope and being judged is all in our head. What if everybody actually has their own problems? Would that make you feel better or worse to know that people actually are not paying attention to you? To me, it makes me feel better. And it's also logical, right? I'm a neurotic nutcase that is riddled with personal issues. So is everybody else. And they haven't overcome theirs enough to pay attention to me. And also, when they overcome theirs, they'll pay attention to me even less. Confident people literally don't give a crap what anybody else is doing. So anybody that's actually paying attention to you and judging you is an insecure wreck. So remember that.
We're talking about the same thing.
If anything, that tells me this thing that we often talk about when it comes to, better representation or fat liberation, it's the same thing we talk about in a lot of these things. Like when fat liberation affects everyone of every body size. It benefits everyone of every body size. To me, hearing that for the first time, that to me tells me it probably was freeing because no one was actually judging or looking at, she was not being perceived in her real body.
Okay.
And that's the thing, that even people who are traditionally very thin, everyone is under the guise of being fat policed, and everybody is under the scrutiny of how they look.
Okay, and that cut off abruptly. And in that final clip, we learned that Courtney Cox said it was freeing to wear the fat suit back on Friends. I don't understand that either, but I think it's really just because she's behind a mask, and you can do whatever the hell you want behind this mask. Your actual self is not exposed to the world, so people feel more free, more uninhibited, perhaps. So we had a lot of interesting clips in today's video, but what do you think? Is it true that skinny shaming isn't real? Are fat people not allowed at Coachella? And are you boring if all you do is talk about being thin, looks maxing, and getting surgery? Leave a comment below. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.